Okay guys, so welcome to the presentation tonight. We got a lot of good stuff to share with you here in the next few minutes throughout this presentation and this live webinar. You guys are here, more than likely it's because you guys are interested in day trading. Now this has nothing to do with Forex, this has nothing to do with binary currencies, anything like this. This is not a software program that you're going to download and try and figure out. This isn't an ebook or a course. Nothing like that, just to kind of shed some light on exactly what we're getting into. Let me introduce myself. My name is Kyle Oddie, and my business partner who should be on with us is Tom Woodard. Tom, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, good. Guys, Tom's the mastermind behind exactly what we do, and I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised tonight because really what we do is we allow you to see our results in real time, to trade with us live on a daily basis, and to learn these proven methods and strategies that you just can't get from a software or a tool or an ebook. And these strategies can literally make you thousands of dollars if you just tap in and learn what we have to offer here. So with that being said, and without wasting too much time, I'm going to turn the time over to Tom. I'm going to share your screen, Tom, and allow you to kind of we'll just, I guess, talk back and forth a little bit, but allow you to present exactly what we have to offer these people, and we'll go forward from there, okay? Let me find you here. Okay, you're good. Go ahead, Tom. Take it away.
Okay, great. Appreciate it, Kyle. Just going back to where I started trading back in 1997. Of course, those days were a little bit different from today, but I went through all the courses, bought courses, spent probably probably over $20,000 in courses and trying to master day trade and all that kind of stuff, and different types of trading, whether it may be options or futures. After it was all said and done, it was all a total failure. I lost a lot of money doing that, and of course I ended up discovering something else that really worked for me. I got out of the trading business for a while and got back into it and found something that was that really works really well, and you'll discover it for yourself as well. You're gonna know the secrets what the big boys do, and I tell you, I read something here a couple of months ago about one of the big boys, the Goldman Sachs. They only had 2 losing days in a quarter. In 90 days, they only had 2 losing days. So what do they know that we don't? Okay, well, I found out what they know, and I virtually discovered plutonium with this, and it's just phenomenal what this can do for you. Yeah, and it'll allow you to trade with confidence as well with that. We've got a 5-to-1 win-loss ratio, which is extraordinary. We have no losing weeks, and of course you'll witness this for yourself in real time. You don't have to trust what we're talking about here, but you're going to see some things here. Here's some examples of some stuff that I used to learn about, some programs here that showed you how to trade or showed you how to so-called trade. And if you look at this, it really doesn't make sense. They're drawing lines here, lines there, zigzag lines, all this, and claiming that, that's going to tell you how to trade. Of course, this is all after the fact stuff.
Tom, it's kind of like, you hear people, you got to buy low and sell high, or buy in and buy out, that kind of thing, but they never really show you exactly what to do.
And the big boys don't do any of this, okay? And here's another thing, head and shoulders formations. You hear about these formations. Well, here you're looking at a left shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder, and of course then the market goes down here. Of course, it doesn't happen. You don't know that until after the fact again. These things are totally bogus, and here again the big boys don't do this. Here's another thing I learned not to do. These are called candlestick formations, and total hogwash. I have another word for it, but none of this makes any sense. And you see this kind of stuff, Bollinger Bands, Fibonacci retracements, all of this stuff. Here again, all after fact. Here's another one, retracements, all kinds of stuff like this that just, it shows different percentages of retracement. Well, where do you...
Yeah, Tom, and I just wanted to mention real quick that, you're saying after the fact, just for people that might be listening, but basically what that means is this is just, anybody can make this stuff up, so this is stuff that isn't real time, correct?
Yeah, this is all after the fact. You can draw lines in here anywhere and make sense out of it after the fact. It doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense in real time though. This is what the big boys do not do, okay? Look at this one. Really, are you really kidding me about this? This is what we're really looking at here. I mean, you might as well just go to your astrologer and guess what this is going. We don't do any of this, okay? We do a whole different program. I spent I spent thousands and thousands on systems. I even spent and even lost more even on trading following these systems. There's a whole total hogwash until I discovered what the big boys do, and you will also know what they do as well. You'll end up getting, well, let me just show it to you here. You're going to discover this for yourself here. Now, of course, we don't do binary options. Of course, Kyle mentioned that. If this is not Forex, however, this program can work for Forex. We just don't do Forex because we don't want to have a 24/7 trading platform. And this is not a black box that's going to tell you what to do. You're going to learn with the big boys and how they big boys trade, and you'll be able to get in on moves before anyone else. And you'll see this in a minute here. You're going to witness for yourself in real time. We're going to give you actually a week's trial, real time, for those who are serious about this program, and you'll see this for yourself. And just to let you know, we trade the S&P 500, and of course we don't trade the NASDAQ, we don't trade the Dow. We can do that with this program. We can do it virtually with any program, but we choose the S&P 500 because it's virtually a day market and it's a high volume market that works
kind of
really
a
well for us.
market too, right?
It's a very low risk market the way we trade, and you'll see this in a minute here. Let me just show you an example of a trading day here where we take a strategy here. These green arrows are actually winning trades here, and of course it gets in on the arrow here, and on this one we made 1.5 points, and of course we have a strategy of trading with 2 contracts. Now each contract's worth $50 per point. In this case, 1.5 points. That's about $75 profit less your commissions, but in each case, $50 per point. Now you can trade as many contracts as you want. We have a strategy of taking 2 lots to start out with. You'd start out with 2 contracts. In the first contract, you target 1.25 points to 1.5 points, and then you put your stop on the second contract to a break-even point on the second contract. You move your stop to a 1.5 point stop on the loss on the second contract. So if it moves against you, you virtually will break even on that at least. In this case, you made 1.5 points, and the next trade here, we actually made another 1.5 points. Another trade here, this actually moved all the way down here, and this is an exit signal here. 11 points here on this trade, on this move here.
I'd like to add, Tom, right here, guys, just for you guys that are watching this. You know, Tom's pointing out the chart and kind of the points we're making on these trades, and he's got these arrows and stuff, which he's going to continue to go through. But just keep in mind that when you trade with us live, I know for a fact that this works. We're going to show you, you know, not just where to get in and where to get out, but how to read the proper charts and the proper information to know ahead of time, like Tom said, when to get out and when to get in.
Yeah, and it's actually real simple. You'll learn it in about 3 or 4 days. You'll master it in a couple of weeks. You'll actually have a full month's time with us in learning how this process works, and you'll be able to witness in real time with us how this works. And of course, here it shows us to get in a trade here again. We exited this trade on this signal. We got into another downslope on this signal here. For those people who know, we make money going down as well as going up. We made 6.25 points on this before we exited. You say, well, how come we didn't exit down here? Well, that's not the way the program worked with this. It didn't give us an exit until here. We went short again here after this exit. We scored 1.25 points there. Then we went long. We don't know how far this is going to go up. We don't know if it's going to go up and then go down. We just go until it tells us to, okay? Then we reversed on a signal up here and made another 3.25 points. This day, we made over 30 points this day. $50 a point. Okay, you do the math. Now, if you want to do multiple contracts, $15 a point. If you want to do multiple contracts, that's up to you.
And can you reiterate, Tom, for our listeners and our viewers here, you know, $50 a point per contract. So it's not, you know, it's not $50 for times 32 points. If they're trading 10 contracts, that's times 10 on top.
Yeah,
of it, right?
Yeah, that's right. So we're just using the minimum right here.
We're just
okay.
Scratching the surface, right?
Yeah, so to understand, they say, well, gosh, Tom, you got in at the perfect times here, the tops and bottoms of these places. You know what? This is amazing how this trading program works with you. When you learn this, and sometimes you won't get in all the perfect spots. Let me go to another chart here. We got on a day where there's a run-up day here. Now, here we actually made almost 12 points on two entries of a trade here. We reverse short here, and of course this yellow arrow is actually a break even. The strategy, we scored on the first contract, but by the time we reversed, we lost on the second contract, breaking even on the trade itself. So we broke even on that trade, and then it ran up again, 12.5 points or 12, almost 13 points on here. and then it reversed short here. Of course, we took a loser here. This is red arrows as our loser, and so we took a 3.5 point loser on here, and then we've reversed here real quickly. And time-wise, these are actually volume. These are all volume bars, not time bars, but basically they're anywhere from 2 to 10 minutes. Just to follow along here, we broke even on this trade, and it showed us to go short again. Kind of got short a little bit early on this trade to take the loss, but we got short again, made that up. That day we made almost 25 points, okay?
Yeah, and just to kind of cut in on you right here, Tom.
Sure.
Just so people listening know this, again, this is trading the S&P 500, which isn't, you're not having to stare at your screen 24 hours a day. When does this market start and stop?
Well, it starts at 9:30 Eastern and ends at about 4 o'clock Eastern. So it's about 6.5 hours.
Yeah.
And you can trade, some people just trade a few hours in the morning. I choose to trade the entire day because there's profits the entire day. So you'll take advantage of that. So this takes advantage of the entire day and takes advantage of these runs that you may not even see until the midday that these things happen. And so this you can take advantage of here.
Right. So once somebody gets into this, they can literally work this, right from their laptops or sitting at their house doing this, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So, and of course, here's another day here. We had a little frustrating beginning of the day here. We actually broke even on the first 4 trades here, and then made a little bit on the next trade, and then made a little bit on the next trade. But look, we got in on a run here that made pretty good points for the rest of the day. So, and now people say, well, how come, if you were running up here, how come you just didn't add to that here? And of course, who says we didn't? And I'm going to show you a little bit part of our strategy of this as well. This day we made almost 30 points for this day, and mainly all in this one run here. Here's another day. Now this will actually show you some of the trades where we get in multiple times here. This trade here made about 2.5 points, and we went up on this trade here. This one went up until we got reversed here, but we got in additional contracts here to make even more points. Now we're not counting those points, we're just counting it from here to there. We make 1.5 points there, we make 4.25 there, 2.25 there, we make 10 and 3/4 going up from here to here. We exit here. That's not a trade there, that's actually an exit. And then we go long. We don't do much on that trade there. We just barely break even on that trade. But then it gets us on another run here. We don't know how far this is going to go. We don't know if it's going to go a little bit down here and go way up. We don't know that. Leave that to the other people that think they know how to draw lines and arrows and all that other stuff. Here, we make 9.25 here. We get in on a reverse trade here, and you say, gosh, you got in at perfect times here. You'll be surprised. When you see this in real time, you're going to see this in real time, what's happening with this. You can say, wow, how can you get in on the real times? You're getting in virtually where you need to go in here. We took a little reverse here. It broke even, actually. It turned long again here. We broke even on that trade. Now, you notice we're in the market almost all the time. We're in the market virtually 90% of the time. Sometimes we'll get out, and we'll sit on the side until we find out actually what it's going to tell us to do here. We broke even on that trade, and then the last trade of the day, we went up for almost 5 points. This was a really, really good day, 54 points on this day.
Yeah.
Huge day. Now, of course, that was a good day. And you say, well, gosh, Tom, don't you have any losing trades? Well, yeah, we do. Let me show you this here. Here's a trade here. We break even on that first trade of the day. Then we get on a little ride here. I'll make almost 12 points here. Really good. We exit here, we break even, and then we go break even, break even, break even, break even. Oh, man, frustrating. We even take a loser here. So wait a minute, you go through all this. How come you just didn't stay long or short here or get out? You don't know that about the market, okay? If you want to sit out, and you'll sit out and watch a market run for you and say, oh gosh, I should have got in. So that's why we get on these. And then we finally get on, we find the run, we take 6.5 points, we exit here. Really should have went short there, but we finally go short here. Don't get much out of it. We take a loser here, and we take another loser. Okay, and geez, wait a minute, Tom, you're getting beat up here. We have this sometimes. Not very often. This does not happen. I just wanted to show you some of the things that we do run into. We score on this trade, we break even on the next trade, break even on the next trade, then we take another loser. Okay, then we take a winner before we exit before the end of the day here. And this day we make about 3 points. Virtually a break-even day, I kind of call it a losing day. on these kind of days. These are kind of the frustrating days. These days will happen. They don't happen very often, okay? You won't see this very often. Okay, in fact, this is the day before Thanksgiving. We only made, it's a 4-point range day. It's a really small range day trading, so it's really frustrating. Score here, we break even, have a loser, winner, loser, and we finally get out, we virtually break even this day. It's the day before Thanksgiving. Now, the 2 days before Thanksgiving, we had a really good day, and even the day after Thanksgiving, even though it was a short day, we had a really good day. So, but I just wanted to show you some of the frustrating days that we have sometimes. But more often than not, we're doing really well. We're averaging 10 to 15 points a day at least with our program, and you'll see that for yourself. You'll witness this for yourself. You can say, well, Tom, you're finding the perfect times to get in and get out. Here again, I don't really need to show you what we did in the past. I'm not going to show you my account. People say, well, can I have access to your account, see what you're trading? Well, no, because you're going to witness this for yourself. You're going to say, well, do you have any references or people who can tell me, references? Well, that's bogus too. I can have bogus references. You're going to be your own reference. You're going to be your own witness to this. This is going to be something that you will see for yourself, and you'll witness it for yourself, and you go, wow. And people who see this, that's what they do. They go, wow. It is amazing. It even wows me when I'm trading with this. This is really an invitation to be part of an exclusive trading group that we're forming here. And you're going to learn the secrets of the big traders, what they're doing, exactly what they're doing, how come they're getting in an ideal spot. So you're going to find why this happens. This is not, here again, this is not a black box. This is not something that's going to be automated to you. This is going to be something you're going to actually learn. Once you learn this, you'll never have to do anything again. You'll never have to work for anybody. You'll never have to need people working for you. None of that ever again. And here again, you're going to see this in real time before you join, okay, with this program. What we're going to do, and we're going to give you a free week with this. And of course, you'll say, well, gosh, I don't have time to watch this the whole day. Well, we're going to actually give you a program. Actually, you can watch it in real time. If you have to step away from your desk for an hour or so, or you can't be there for that time, you'll actually be able to timestamp the trades do, and you'll actually see that. So if you wanted to go back and say, okay, let me just make sure that this is where they really got in at. Okay, this is where you really got in at. You'll actually see that. So if you had to walk away from your computer or something, or be off that part of that day or something, you'll be able to see that. And so you'll be able to see a full weeks of this. And for the most part, we have very few losing days. In fact, probably 2 or 3 in a quarter. Maybe once a month we'll have a losing day.
And just for people that are listening, Tom, how long is a quarter?
A quarter's 3 months. 3 months. We haven't had any losing weeks, and that's huge. You'll actually be able to trade this yourself when you learn this. Here again, you won't have to do anything else here. And normally, we've actually sold this for over $20,000. This program of teaching this program to some other people that we've worked with here. We've actually priced this at $12,800. And of course, because of with working with Kyle here, he's actually able to discount this for you, and we've got a 25% discount here. And with that, this program is going to be $9,600. Then he said, gosh, $9,600, that's a lot of money. This program's worth about 100 times that, what this is going to do for you. I used to guarantee people that they would actually make back that $9,600, or actually $12,800 their first month trading with me. It depends on what trades if you take all the trades or not. Some people are trade reluctant sometimes, or hesitate and all that. So, but if you I'll actually work with you for a full month, and if we need to, we can extend that as well. First week, you'll learn this, how it works exactly. Within that first week, you'll pretty much know how it works, and it's very simple. It's not that complicated to learn this program, and when you see it, you go, wow, that's pretty simple. This is what the big boys know. And they don't use those charts, all those different things like that, all the Bollinger Bands, all that stuff. That's just a mess. This is something that once you'll see, you'll learn for yourself. You'll discover it for yourself. Now, of course, you'll also need to open up a trading account. Typically, they're a minimum of $2,000 to trade a contract. The minimum margin requirement for the S&P Mini that we trade with is $500. You normally need a minimum of $2,000 to open an account. We suggest you open an account with $4,000 or $5,000 at least. Some people will open an account with $20,000 or $30,000 that they already have, or they already have an account. You probably may already have an account you can trade with. So, this is what we have. We're looking forward to working with those who are serious about this, and if you are, get back with Kyle or myself here. Kyle's going to go over that a little bit more with that, get back with us, and then we'll set up a free trial week for you to see for yourself how this works. Kyle, I'm going to get that back to you here.
Okay. Hey, thanks, Tom. Hopefully you guys kind of understood what we went through there. I'm just going to kind of reiterate a little bit of what Tom's talked about. Basically, guys, whether you're a beginner, whether you've been doing this for a while, whether you've tried different strategies, techniques, chances are you're watching this and you just haven't had the success that you wanted to have. You haven't found the right system, the right training, the right tools, whatever that may be. With this, with Tom, guys, I've seen this firsthand. I've known Tom for 15 plus years, and we've worked together, and I've seen him trade live. And you're going to learn these terms that he's talked about throughout this training, this webinar. You're going to learn these methods firsthand live with us. You're going to learn the strategies that you can put to use, and you can make this work for you as well. And in doing that, you're going to be able to really tap in and take full advantage of this. And again, like Tom said, it might seem like a lot, but compared to what you're going to learn, the skills that you're going to learn firsthand as you experience this live, you're really going to be able to take it to the next level, and you'll never have to do anything else again unless you want to, of course. But the numbers speak for themselves, guys. You saw some 30-point days, some 24-point days, some 50-plus point days, and then you saw some, some break-even days or some, low-point days. The bottom line is, you're making, $50 a point per contract per day. So whether you're trading 2 contracts or 10 contracts, again, you can do the math on that, and it can really add up depending on how small or big you want to go. But you've got a good teacher in Tom who really knows what he's doing, who's figured this out, who hasn't relied on softwares or other people's strategies or tools. I don't know if there's anything else you want to add, Tom, but
yeah, well, I just add to that. You'll be trading with confidence with this program. When you're trading 5-to-1 or more win-loss ratio with this program, you take that to Vegas all day long, and you would be confident with this when you're doing that, because every time you take a trade, you know that you've got a 5-to-1 win-loss ratio with this. And you take a loss, the program is going to owe you 5 wins after that. So it's just amazing how this works, and people who do see this kind of for the first time, they go, wow, like, oh geez, and it is amazing. Right. So you just need to witness it for yourself, and once you learn the system, you'll have confidence. If you've done trading before, I know what's out there. I've done it before. I've traded before without this program, and without it, it was like, gosh, it was scary. I mean, now I trade relaxed. My feet are up on the desk. It's not that difficult. It's easy to execute. It's a lot more relaxing. I take breaks during the day even when the trade is on. It's not like you have to watch every tick of the trade here. So,
you take it with a grain of salt or whatever you want, but like Tom's always told me, and like I've told other people, with anything, you got to take the wins with the losses. But with this strategy and this system, the wins are, every time you get a loss, you get a big smile on your face almost, because you got 5 or 10 more wins in a row coming right after that, the way this works. So that's the bottom line. Again, thanks, Tom, for being here tonight and going through that. Guys, if you're serious, okay, we're looking for serious people. We're not looking for everybody. We're looking for people that are ready to, experience this firsthand and go full force with it. If you're serious and you want to get approved to be able to become part of our team, please click on the link below this video to fill out an application, and we will go through the applications, and we're going to approve people on a first come, first served basis. Okay, and then when we have new spots open, of course, we'll approve more people. So if you're interested and you definitely want to get on this, fill out that application right away, because we're going to start going through those here pretty quick in the next few days. Also, feel free to check out our Facebook page. You're looking at it right now. There'll be a link below where you can check that out and like that. And for liking that page, guys, we're going to give you that 25% discount for a limited time only. So make sure you like our page and then fill out the application, and we'll go through those and we'll be in touch. I think that's all we have, Tom.
Very good.
Okay, guys, so go ahead and do that, take action, and we'll definitely be talking to you here in the near future. Have a good night, everybody.